Alright, I have the FlyBear FX 9706 SBACH 342 back out here again. Can't stop flying it. It's a fun little plane, which is tons of power. So let's put it in the air. I had someone inquire about what kind of power it had, so let's see if we can demonstrate it a little bit. Launching. Okay, we're in wind mitigation mode, or 3D mode, I guess I would say. It's not really a wind mitigation mode. It's really a 3D mode because there is some gyro input besides just counteracting the wind. Kind of like the XK280. It flies very similar to that in 3D mode. Okay, so let's get out here and let's see what kind of power it has. So, what do you think? That'll climb vertical, won't it? That wasn't much of a run before I pulled vertical, so it definitely has enough power to do better than hover. You know, it will actually continue to pull vertical until the battery pulls out a bit. But as you can see, that is pretty darn good power, guys. Outside of my 3D plane, I would say this has the best stock power of any sub 250 gram plane I have flown so far. So I am pretty darn impressed with it. There's an Immelman. It's a blast. It's an absolute blast to fly, but like I said, it's not a wind mitigation mode. It is an actual 3D mode. It's almost like a 3-axis stabilization system. It doesn't prevent you from doing what you want, but you can tell that there is some gyro input besides just wind mitigation. So I wanted to make you aware of that, but this is one fun little plane with a lot of power, and it's just a blast to fly. Look at that. It does take a little bit of rudder to get nice coordinated turns with it, and it has a huge rudder, so you don't want to overdo it, but I think it's absolutely fantastic. If all of my sub 250 gram planes had this much power, I'd be a happy camper. And it can make pretty darn tight turns. You gotta be careful sometimes not to overdo it at slow speed. I have not had a stall on it yet, but I'm sure I've been close. Look how that spins around. That's why I say it's definitely got some gyro input. So if I just put in rudder here and spin it around, look how level it keeps those wings. There's got to be some gyro input, right? I mean, just putting in rudder, if it didn't have any gyro input, those wings would not stay as flat as they are. Just my opinion. But it is an extremely fun little plane. You're like flying a bat. I've only got 3 batteries for it. So, and this is my 3rd one. I've already put a couple flights on it. I'm going to have to get some more LiPos that'll work with this plane. I'll try to remember to put some links to some batteries that the spare batteries that I'm using for this plane. I will try and put links to those in the show notes. You're definitely going to want more batteries to fly this plane. I've got 3, and 3 is just not enough, you know. Awesome, huh? That is just awesome. Okay, there we go, I'm about out of timer. Alright, so let's see here. Let's do another circuit. And see if we can bring it in. I have pushed this really hard. You guys have watched me push it hard during this flight, and I've got my timer set for 6 minutes. And every time I land, I've had at least 3.8 volts per cell. That is pretty awesome. Alright, let's see if we can bring it in. Let's see if we can bring it in and not stall it. Okay, maybe not. Alright. Okay, now let's put some rudder in it. Let's put some rudder. Oh man, that was so close. That is the closest I've come to a stall yet. Right there. Oh, just barely recovered from it. Well, what a fun little plane, guys. I haven't seen but one other plane that I've flown so far that's sub 250 gram that has this kind of power and this kind of flight time, guys. So I'm real happy with it. I'm not even gonna have to change the prop on this plane. It's got that kind of performance. They did an excellent job. Did an absolute excellent job of selecting the motor, the ESC, and the prop for this power system. It's just it's a blast to fly. Links to it will be in the show notes. If I remembered, links to some batteries that will work in this plane are in the show notes. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the air.